Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Roll20 Presents Indie Showcase. It's Grimmmerspace time. It got grim for me for a minute there. I don't know about you weirdos, but I'm doing much better. But I think you're trying to blow up the station, Ivan. So I don't know, Lou. What happens? Fair. Just as soon as I get myself free, you have to just go and blow up the whole world. So
all I know is that my friend is somewhere north, and you know, if you don't have a home, you gotta make a home work. Wilson, we're coming for you, Wilson.
Good, fantastic. I'm sure everything will go great.
I'm sure it's a pressurized station, so there isn't any issues with holes. You know, life totally support. Who needs it?
Lou, how do we do?
Killer guitar riff. So right up there, there's a ripped, jagged hole torn into the door. I've removed some of the dynamic lighting so that hopefully you can see this corridor behind here.
I can see the inside of the room I'm in, but I'm sure when I get there, it's going to look sick.
Yeah. But the rest of them can see this corridor here. And as you walk past there, a couple of things happen. So the first thing is I need the Envoy and Boomer to give me a perception check.
On it.
Absolutely.
Kingsley and Boomer.
Did that just happen? No.
So Boomer has an 11 and Kingsley has a 15. Okay, excellent. So Boomer, were you moving through that bathroom as well?
Yeah, I would like to go in there and follow the boom.
Okay, go ahead and move your character.
My namesake.
The explosion not only ripped a hole into that corridor, it also blew the remaining stall door off the wall.
Yeah.
Off. And as you walk past, this is what you see in that stall.
Oh no.
Oh.
Aww,
God.
Look at these humans.
Oh.
I don't understand. They look like humans. They're touching organs and like humans do.
Yes.
Oh, but that's not their original meat. Or if it is, it's not in its original configuration.
You would have to you would have to examine it more closely to determine. But just as a butcher wraps cuts of like meat in paper and ties them with twine, these people have been cut up and restacked in sections of their own clothing, cinched in butcher's slip knots. There are.
God, I bet you that dude listens to Slipknot. Jesus. Oh yeah, Slipknot. Plays his bass all the way up here.
Right.
Gross.
And there are lanyards hanging around their necks and tucked into their pockets.
I would like to acquire the lanyards, please.
Okay, so you're doing that. You're starting to move into the room at last after your companions. And you, I don't know, stay where you are.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. And then you hear something behind you.
Oh no.
And none of the rest of them see it. Ears still ringing, moved into another room. He came walking up behind you, and he's holding a thunk prod, looks like a tuning fork, and he jams it into you.
Oh, God. This way, and well.
And it hits your... It absolutely hits your hits.
So just to double check on your rolling there, you didn't roll a d20, you rolled the number 20.
Okay, hey, there we go.
Cheater. So if you go /R.
I like that you found a way to do weighted dice on the internet. That's the first thing you figured out how to do.
Yep,
So
I got it.
That's fine.
I got it. Does a 19 hit your kinetic armor class?
Rolled 1,000. Who knew?
Hang on. Kinetic armor class. Too busy laughing. Yes, Sonya for 14.
Okay. Slams it into your side, hits a button. There's a blue electrical charge from the end. It's now been used twice. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save, please.
Where the hell is that save? There we go. Oh, God. Nope, this is not going to end well.
Woo.
Oh, okay. So
that's a big 20.
What?
He jams that into you and goes, meat. and there's something shorts as you pull to the side, and you're able to shake off the electrical. And he goes, "Oh, what? No!" And did not knock you unconscious.
Must be nice.
and we are
Sorry.
no, not at all. We are now all going to re-roll initiative, please.
Ooh. Ooh. I have to tell you, this
Bam.
piece of this art is amazing. I want to know where all these headless bodies are. It's the
I thought
thing,
you were gonna
though.
say you want to know what love is.
I want.
I mean,
Well,
that's
now
what's
I
in
know.
the picture.
Yeah.
You can't see the "I want to know" part.
I believe in a thing called love.
Who is the artist on these?
So
It looks like it's all been the same person for the in world stuff, right?
yeah. So the Big Boy Thrask, the character that you're dealing with, was created by Matthias Kohlroos, and Love Is was created by an artist named Jason Judah.
Nice.
The thunk is from the poster, was turned into a token, and that poster is done by Victor Maristain. So,
Cool.
okay. So he comes up, he tries to stab you. Oh, look at this. We have a tie.
Oh yeah. Even
We
with the
have a
tie.
tie.
A full-blown tie.
Roll 1d20 there.
Who?
You. You win. You're going to go first.
Who? Me? Right now?
Yeah. Well, no, you're going to go before Big Boy goes.
Good. That's the important part.
Mhm.
Okay. So he comes up behind you, and in the surprise round, he slams his thunk prod into you. You take 8 points of damage as he jams the thing into you super hard, pierces into your flesh, and then he triggers the electrical jolt, but you pull out and get away without being affected by that. That's what happens in the surprise round. Now it's the top of the initiative order. Boomer is not aware that anything is going on. Wilson is not. Wilson is over there. What are you going to do, Wilson?
I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow the big meat boy.
Okay.
Follow Super Meat Boy and see what's up.
can do that.
So if I'm moving stealthily, I move more. Do I move more slowly, or do I move at my normal rate?
You do. You move half your rate.
Okay. Well, let's see what's on the other side of this door first, and then I'll decide that. So, I'm gonna move up to the door, and does it automatically open? It looks like it's unlocked. So
It doesn't. It is unlocked, but you
I'll
have to
hit
press a pound.
I'll hit the button.
Yeah, it opens up,
Okay.
and you're able to see. It's a move equivalent action to open it up, so that's what you get to do.
Okay,
You see
that's
the.
fair. I still got a little bit more move.
You see like the back of a teller's out arrangement, and you see that body with the thunk on it that I showed you earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can show you that again if you like.
Yeah, I've got it up here.
Okay, great.
Can you?
So-
Can you just clear the door for me so I can see the room on the other side?
Yep.
Thanks. Oh, this guy.
I forgot.
He's really getting ahead in this business.
Oh, God.
Okay, so you can go the rest of your movement, and that's what you see.
Yep. So I move another like 10, and then I'm there. Okay, cool.
Yep. Boomer, I should have let you tell me what you were going to do instead of just, you don't know what's happening behind you.
Yeah, until I figure out what's happening. I guess I was just going to investigate the hole in the wall.
Sure, you've stepped through this gigantic explosion, which luckily only took out one of the lights on the far side. It didn't actually blow another hole. There is a corridor stretching off into darkness directly ahead of you. It's wide open. There's no actual door there, and there's a sign next to it that says "To Meat Processing."
Now that there's been, they've triggered the thing and whatnot, can I make a perception check to see if I notice what's going on back with my friends behind me?
Yes, absolutely, you can.
All right, great. Then I'm going to try and perceive the terrible things going on.
Nope.
Nope.
Hey,
But
this way to meat processing.
Right, but that brings us to Kingsley. Kingsley, what would you like to do?
Is screaming a free action?
Yes.
loud
Yes.
screaming, just hi, there's a big guy over here. I'm trying to back away from him. And depending on if it's possible, this is when I would really like to use the glue gun on his eyes, face, whatever.
You're gonna squirt bonding epoxy on him as you back up.
Yes,
Nice.
on his face,
Okay.
specifically.
Okay, great. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me, and we're gonna add. We'll add I know what to do. We'll add an attack bonus. Give me the number.
Huh?
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Nope.
No.
Wham, wham.
Okay. So you yell at the top of your lungs. Everyone, of course, can hear that, and you've got this tube of epoxy in your hand. So you're like, ah! And there's epoxy going left and right, and he kind of frowns at you, and he goes, "Quit pretending you're not meat," and then raises his hand with the double blades, and they go, and he stands over you. And he goes next. So he actually plunges or attempts to plunge those into you.
Goodbye.
Oh no, because you were already down too.
I am so dead.
Oh,
And come on.
what's he gonna roll?
Why is it not rolling? Oh, there we go. That's why. It is not a full attack because you moved.
Suspense.
Oh shit.
It seems to have frozen on me. Hang on. Come on.
Did it freeze at the little input value screen for
Yeah.
full versus the other one?
There we
'Cause
go.
Okay.
Yeah, it did for a second. That screen just wasn't responding for a second. I think it's my internet connection. Okay, so does a 13 hit your kinetic armor class?
Let me see again. I actually think I might survive that. My kinetic armor class is 14.
Okay, so he's like, picks it up. You slide to the side. He slams the blades into the wall, and they start like get sparks. It's chewing into the wall. There's a spray of orange sparks, but he misses you. Okay. That brings us to Dracus.
Bacchus is going to hear the scream, and instead of crawling through the hole that's right here, she'll just kind of double back this way into the corner, and hopefully with my pike, do I have a 10-foot reach, or do I have a 5-foot reach?
Let's check on that.
It really just depends on where my final placement's going to be.
Yep. You with the tactical pike.
It's probably 10 feet, right? If it were only 5 feet, it wouldn't really be a reach weapon.
Yeah, it's gonna be 10 feet.
I'm going to tactically get on the other side of Kingsley here, and then try to just jam the tactical spike straight through the buzzsaw and try to get a shoulder, just get a hit in. So
Yeah, go for it.
all right, tactical pike.
I think you're clicking on the equipment. I think you have to go to the attack
Weapon.
thing.
There we go. There's attack.
This was more the like, look at this pike. Look at it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
You
one
like
of them. It's both two.
Lovely scroll work.
Would you like to
It's
purchase
not.
this pike?
It's not a full attack because I'm moving too, right? So.
Yes. So you step in and you jam the tactical pike over Kingsley's shoulder and try to jam it into him just as he wrenches the double blades out of the wall. It's like,
You are
and-
terrible with that pike. You have no bonuses to hit whatsoever.
Nope.
Just
Nope.
none.
Skitters off to the side.
Wow.
I'm reassessing.
Yeah, the pike's maybe not the best move for you.
No, I'm regretting pike choices right now. So. It may as well be a fish of a similar name in my hands. So
Yeah, true. Right.
You moved and you attacked, so you don't have the ability to give a command to Murderbot this round.
Oh, I do. Okay, duly noted. So,
Okay, which brings us back to the beginning. That brings us to Boomer.
Yeah. So I've got to have heard all this stuff going
Absolutely.
down. So I'm running that direction because I don't have line of sight from where I am, I believe, right?
Correct.
Like, okay, so I'm running that direction, stomp, 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 until I can see my friends. I guess I'll just run out into the room. I think I can get that far. And then I'm gonna take a shot with my azimuth laser. So
Okay, yeah, you can get to there, no problem.
and it is not a full attack. So submit. I just came crashing through the door. What's going on?
You like stitch up the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's Thrask looks around and he goes, "Where did all the meat come from?"
How do I mark down my my ammunition when I'm firing?
On the screen with the weapon, there's a little when you click on the weapon to open it up, there's a little area that says how many charges.
Ah, okay, great. I see it.
You have a total of 20 charges, and I think you've fired.
I'm down to 17 now.
Yeah. It's two each time.
Oh, geez. Right. That's what I got for buying the big gun. All right, so I'm down to 14 then.
Right. So Wilson, in front of you is this man wearing a blue jumpsuit, open to the chest. Someone has stuck a thunk's head on their shoulders. There's kind of coagulated. It's hard to say whose blood.
I care not for this coagulating man. I'm gonna just get the fuck out of here. I gotta go towards the sound of the boom.
Okay, so you push past it.
Home to boom.
Yeah. Is
Okay.
this door open, closed? What is the door
Yeah,
situation?
but stop where you were.
Okay, like up here.
Yeah, stop. Yeah,
Yep.
right here.
There.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you push past him,
Yeah.
and he tilts to the side.
Yeah.
And the thunk head falls off, and it's hollow. And that's when the two frag grenades pop out.
No, cool.
Oh no!
Boom. So one of them lands here, and one of them lands here. And they go boom, boom. Detonation. Give me a reflex save, please.
Okay. Got a 24.
Excellent. You're going to take half damage.
Okay.
So you take 2 points of damage. So
Nice.
you see the explosions coming. You duck, tuck, and roll. You make it over to the door, only getting singed in the process. Everyone else hears boom, boom. And even distracted. The boy goes, meat belongs in its pen. Okay. Wilson, you move there.
Yep.
This door is unlocked but closed.
Okay. So yeah, I just hit the
Open the door.
hit the-
Okay. That door's open. All right, that's Wilson. That brings us to Kingsley.
Hi. I'm bleeding all over the place, so I'm just gonna try to scramble behind the people with the guns, away from big boy over there.
You as a full action, you can take a guarded step, move 5 feet, and invoke no attacks of opportunity.
Let me see where it is. 5 feet. Yes. Oink.
Where did you move yourself to?
I think I'm hiding right next to Wilson right now.
You're right here, so you're actually still next to the big guy.
Yeah. Wait, where was I originally? Here?
Yeah.
Weird.
You were originally here.
Weird. My screen is oddly stuck. Ah. Wait. Ah. There is something weird going on. Roll20 for me right now.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's where you started. Where do you want?
Okay. Can I move to either side of them reliably?
Yeah, you can move here. You
Right.
could step through that door.
Can I step through the door where Wilson is?
No, because you would end up in a square where somebody else is standing currently.
Okay, I am going to move here then.
Okay. So you take a step out of the way.
Yes,
All right.
please.
Excellent. Big boy goes. So he's looking at you both, and he goes, "It's time to get stacked." He takes a step up there.
I'm already kind of stacked. I mean, have you seen me? I'm huge.
I like these 90s slasher horror film lines that you throw
Yeah.
out as well too.
And he's got his Slaughterman saw. Blades are double spinning. Takes a shot at Boomer.
Oh no. No.
And does a 15 hit your kinetic armor class?
A 15 does not hit my kinetic armor class because I've got that heavy Lashunta ringwear. Just
So he's like, but the whole blade's like not cutting through.
ha 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 ha.
That brings
Laughing at the bug saw.
us to Dracus.
Dracus is going to so in order to command Murderbot, I can only either move and or shoot, right?
Correct.
All right. So I'm going to look behind me and go, Murderbot. And then Murderbot is going to run and basically well, let's see if we can do this. Can I clear all the way down to this way so that we're a nice little line? And in my mind's eye, I imagine Murderbot literally either leaping over both of my friends or it just shoving it out of the way, so they have to like sidestep away from it just enough because Murderbot doesn't really respect personal space very well.
Yes, absolutely. You can do that. It is going to open you up to an attack of opportunity as you push through there.
Murderbot doesn't care because it wants to murder. So
All right. So as
it's
Murderbot,
It's more salient that Murderbot doesn't care because you've not given it the chance to care. Murderbot does what it is told.
yes. Well, it is a drone, so I haven't given it free will yet.
Good on
Unlike
you.
some androids who just like to get drawn up.
Listen,
like
it's not like my free will's doing me a lot of good over here.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. You almost had a fun time. So attack of opportunity.
yep. And yes, so that will absolutely hit. So as Murderbot goes through the space, Big Boy swings his double saws up and he goes and cuts 12 points of damage, slashing.
Ooh, 12
geez.
points. You know what? That will just ruin Murderbot. Instead, it will just not do anything other than die.
Oh no.
Hacked into pieces. There's one part that
Ripping
goes
pepperoni
straight off to the
Murderbot.
left.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
Two
is
parts. Cuts him right in half. Whooshing.
Oh.
And just a spray of parts and sprockets and springs goes to the rest of the room.
Oh my God. We're gonna have to do this gig unplugged.
Out of the way.
Murderbot. We have to get. Well, now we need a new drum set. I think for my second action, because I use one to command him, I'm just going to if I can use his quick action to change out my boring, very bad looking pike and change it to my semi-automatic pistol instead.
You can absolutely do that. Are you tossing the pike to the ground? I expect.
I am tossing this useless pike on the ground and I'm pulling out my decent futuristic weapon and shooting at it instead.
I like that it took you this long to decide, like, big stick I don't know how to use, or a gun.
A gun!
Like,
You know?
And that brings us to Boomer.
oh yeah. I'm gonna continue living up to my namesake. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back, guarded step, and then take a shot at that dude with my azimuth laser again.
Okay.
And taking the shot. Submit.
That is
Four.
That's a bad roll.
Oh,
The orange means you did bad.
Yeah. I might need to switch out for something else here.
Things, I think you're just having bad luck at the moment. Things are exploding off the wall. Big Boy's looking at you. Is like, stop. You are me.
I mean, it's
We feel the same way.
yeah.
That brings
That's
us to
fair.
Wilson.
I can hear all this going on, right?
Absolutely. There's explosions. There's people
Okay.
clatter
door-
of weapons dropping.
The door in front of me is open, but the door on the other side is not.
But nor is it locked.
Yeah, okay, but I still have to take an action to open it.
And when you get out into the hall,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll move out into the hall because I gotta head towards the door.
there's a drone just sitting. The Schwang drone is just sitting there.
I hate this drone. Does it look like it's complicit? It's a fucking complicit in the crimes. Its master.
It's got a saddle. It's got a gun mounted on it.
Does it look like it's hostile? Is it like ready? Is it gonna attack me, or is it dormant?
No. At the moment, it appears to be dormant.
Yeah, I have to deal with this fucking robot. All right, I will go over and I will take a look at it. The problem is I'm not the engineer.
The engineer's throwing his
there's
stuff
like a bunch
to
of
the
stuff.
winds.
You know what? If it's dormant, if it doesn't look like it's gonna attack me, I'm gonna come over to the door, and I will, I guess, open it. I have a bunch of stuff I want to do, but I don't know how many actions I have. It's if I have to use the rest of my turn to open the door. That's all I can do.
Right. Okay. That brings us to Kingsley.
In the immortal words of someone that's most likely going to die for attempting this, I'm going to do something really stupid.
Yay!
So Big Boy's been screaming incessantly about how we are meat and to stop it and to be in our place. I would actually like to roll bluff.
Okay.
Turn around and yell at him, "No, we are here to check the facility. What are you doing?"
Okay. Go ahead and give me your bluff check.
I'm going
Maybe
to
if we bluff him real hard, he'll realize, oh, that's also a bad roll.
I'm so bad.
We should just convince him that he's meat and should chop himself
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Cut his own head off.
Yeah, or I better we're his supervisor, and he's going to get fired if he cuts up his bosses.
Right. He goes, "You're not Mr. Manich. You don't get to inspect the station. You just want my promotion."
I'm sorry. Did you say this boss was named Mr. Manage?
I was gonna say not it's not
Manage.
not Mr. Just manage, son. Just manage.
Yeah.
Not Mr. Manage. I think you're ready to become
Please, Mr. Manage was my father.
So that is a move equivalent action to try that skill. You could still do a standard action. You can do one more thing.
Can I still do the same thing again?
You want to talk to me? Go ahead.
So he just yelled that I'm not Mr. Manage, right?
You're not Mr. Manich.
Actually, he's been demoted. He's Mr. Assistant Manage now.
Yeah. Mr. Manage has been demoted. We are the new team that is here. If you give us a chance to explain and show you our papers, we will be able to prove this. But no, all you're doing is trying to turn us into meat while we are trying to do our jobs.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Give me the bluff check.
And watch me fail again.
Nice. All right. Come on. Get my guy up here.
Does it work? Everybody holds their breath to see what he'll say.
We're going to come down here to sense motive. Okay. Big Boy gets this very confused look on his face. And he lowers
There's
his
a weird
blade.
pause, like you had to decide if you could get a weird look anywhere else.
Right.
He gets a weird look on his.
Hey, he might have a
My
second
notes say
face.
face.
Right.
Bicep,
Yeah.
right. And he goes, "Wait a minute. You mean you're going to give me my promotion?" And you successfully get him not to take a turn.
Oh boy.
Do something, someone else.
And that brings us to Dracus.
and level my pistol and go, "Here's your promotion, big guy." Take a full round to fire twice right into him.
Do it.
Yeah. No, sir, I don't like it. I did it again.
You show him your pistol.
It's
Here's your promotion. That's a pistol, sir. This is a Wendy's.
No. Why?
You level the gun and you guys are like, pow, pow. Oh, why does middle management always lie?
You're like, here's your promotion. Pew, pew. Just shooting apparently randomly. Yeah, that's fine.
That brings us to you, Boomer.
Yeah, I kind of look over at the thing that just happened to the side. I'm kind of like, maybe you should stick to the drums. And I'm gonna take a full round shot, double tap with my giant laser. At least one of them hits, right?
Get a hit. You're like, doof, doof. And then the last one goes boom, hits him square in the chest.
There
Blood
we go.
sprays. We get 7 points.
Oh, I just had to sight it in. Now we're ready.
Yes. He's like, oh. Wilson, what do you do?
I will. I already opened the door, so it's open. So I'm going
Doors
to.
are open.
I'm gonna make an effort to be stealthy. I'm gonna slink into the room. Do you need me to make a stealth check?
Yeah, stealth check, please.
8. My stealth check result is a 21.
Nice.
Let's see what his perception is. You beat him.
All right, good. So I sneak into the room, and I would like to, instead of like running up and stabby whatever, do I have enough action economy available to me to close and maybe lock the door behind me? Because I don't want Saddlebot flipping out and coming after us.
You could close the door at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Well, does this thing have hands? But the other dude, no, you still need to press the thing to open the door. I'll close the door.
Okay. Door
Learned
closes
how to
behind
open
you.
doors.
Yeah, right. I don't need this Velociraptor robot thing going on. This is not Dino Crisis. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna sneak into the room. I'm gonna close the door, and then next turn, I guess I will draw my knife or whatever and go stab him. But we'll get to that.
You can pull that as you move. Okay. That brings it to Kingsley.
I have a quick question before Kingsley's turn. Sorry. The tactical dueling sword, do I use strength or dexterity for that weapon?
That is a good question.
Yeah. Because it does more damage than my knife, but if I'm not getting my dexterity bonus, then hurl it into space because I don't need it.
Gonna be as useful as my pike.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to have a situation like the pike situation. We've been there.
The dreaded pike situation. We're gonna, if we all live through this,
I don't want to join you in Pike Place. I'm good.
It's fine.
It is a basic melee weapon. It's going to use strength.
Use strength? What a joke, dueling my ass. All right, I look ruefully at the sword I will never use, and I draw my knife.
Okay.
Cool. That's me.
All right. That brings us to Kingsley. What would you like?
If I take a guarded step back, do I still get an action?
No, a guarded step is actually a full round action.
Okay. So is Big Boy closest to me right now?
Yes, he's standing right next to you.
Oh God. Let's try the bluff thing again because apparently I like pushing my luck.
Oh man.
He's been yelling about how middle management always lies and everybody else is shooting at him. I am with the straightest face possible. I was like, no, middle management is not lying. We are clearly here to evaluate you on your promotion. This is to test you on your constitution, your fortitude, your ability with the future obstacles and stress. You are not doing very well with your complaints. Sir, do you want this promotion or not?
Okay, go ahead, roll.
He's just trying to seize the means of production, all right? We were warned about these communists.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna have some minuses on this one because the last time he tried it, he got shot. So
I mean, he doesn't seem like the brightest meat bulb in the flesh drawer, so.
Oh my gosh. So even with that, he goes, "Oh, I didn't know I was being tested. I got tested once before and it didn't." And then there was the Pinky incident. And he actually doesn't take an attack this round.
Good.
Jeez.
Just keep working your mojo on this nerd.
Someone move him from me, please.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to Dracus.
I'm actually confused at this point whether I want to continue blasting him in the face or not.
Does anyone else decent charisma or what?
I'll hot check real quick, looking at how good I am at this. Nope, I am not. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna walk away into the situation and kind of move past. Is there room where Boomer is where I can get to the console? Or do I need to go all the way to the console that's like right over here?
Boomer would have to move away from that square for you to get to that console.
Okay, and then just because he's distracted does not necessarily mean he's not going to not take an attack of opportunity, right?
Correct.
Ooh,
Or I should say, you don't know.
I don't know. Right. That is exactly the case. So we're gonna, as long as we're being unconventional, let's continue the unconventionality. I'm going to see if I can stealthily go through the hole, and double back down to get over to the basically around the area. So
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll do a full round of movement. How do you do the drag so that you get the trail?
Q.
So that will pretty much get me to there, 60 feet.
Yep. Okay.
Look at you go.
That door is locked. Now, as you go past the stall, you see that the stall door that blew off in the explosion is mysteriously back in place. And that's when you notice Nigel's fingers around the other side of the edge of it. So
that's actually, and I see probably the power glove, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So
as I pass, I'm just gonna say, "Give me that," and I just grab it off of him and put it on my own hand. So
and the door like falls, and he's like, "Find your own stall." Picks it back up.
Okay, the T-Rex will get him later, I'm sure. Okay. I've done mine.
Okay. That brings us to Boomer.
I yell, "Sir, please stop resisting," and fire twice.
How are you so bad at this?
How is a 0 even possible?
Did you write this game? How are you not good at it?
No, literally, how is a 0 possible?
What?
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I guess I don't have quite the... Wow, that was another just face plant.
And he's like, I knew it. You're all just trying to steal my promotion.
Oh.
Yeah, where's that -4 coming from? Because you're getting
it's
bad.
The double attack.
Yeah.
And I've got a +3 attack bonus.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Good.
yeah, I drop my gun. I take the shots and just whoa, boom.
I hate this thing. Get away from me.
All right. That brings us to Wilson.
All right. I would like to move my own damn self over here, and I would like to stab him with my knife in whatever arterially oriented way I possibly can. This is like I'm going, whatever my sneak attack ability is, I'm using it, and I want to kill him to death.
Yes, it is called
Trick attack.
Trick attack.
Yeah.
And you have to roll your...
Oh, Jesus Lord. Well, there it is.
Yes. And you have to roll a D20.
Okay, so as a full action, I can move and then make an attack. Oh, that's cool. The move's part of it. Make an attack with my operative weapon or a small arm before it. Attempt a bluff, intimidate, or stealth check. So is this the same stealth check as my last one, or do I have to make another stealth check?
Fresh one.
Yep.
So that last stealth check was pointless. There was no reason to do it. I could trick attack even if I were already visible at the beginning of my turn.
Correct, but that was
okay.
that last stealth check stopped him from seeing you coming. So
Right,
he
but it
didn't-
wouldn't have made a difference because I could still make it on this one. It's just that he
Correct.
might have decided to attack me. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So it's all part of one thing rather than like doing the setup and then okay. All right. So let me do another stealth check. I got a 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So the DC was 20 plus your target CR. So you're not going to get to pull off a trick attack. You still get to shoot, though. Just means you don't get the extra damage.
So I have to move, make the stealth attempt. If I fail, I still have to do whatever my normal attack was.
Yeah. So if you succeed, you would get additional damage. If you
yeah.
fail, it's just a regular attack.
Okay. It's a lot of work for an extra D4. I will just make an attack. I get a 22 for 2 damage.
Nice. So you slip up behind him, and you like with your knife.
Okay.
And he goes, "Oh, I'm getting hit. What?"
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So he's not happy about that. That brings us to that brings us to Kingsley.
I stare wildly around me, watching everyone shoot and fire at this guy that I'm trying to calm or at least make go away. And at this point, I just kind of give up on trying to lie through my teeth because there is only so far I can take this. And I take a very guarded step away.
Okay. Go ahead and move.
Here. Wait, no, sorry. Well, can't do that?
Yeah, you're actually would just go in the diagonal, so sure.
That's me. I'm literally walking out of this conversation.
Right. He goes, "I knew you were lying." And he raises the double-bladed saw. And he doesn't perceive Boomer to be a threat because Boomer can't hit the door out of the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boomer literally just threw his gun at the wall, threw her gun at the wall.
Turns around to the android who snuck up on him and stabbed him, shanked him a couple times. He's "Rawr!" And he takes a swing with the giant saw. Let's see what happens.
No.
My kinetic AC is 15.
Okay. 25. So
Jesus.
saw comes swinging down. The blades catch on your arm, start chewing it up. And by the time he yanks it away to a trail of like blue android blood across the ground, you've taken 8 points of damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh no.
Stamina and hit points? No, you're just out of stamina.
I don't know. I had 10 of whatever I was taking.
Oh.
And I had 10, then I took 6 or whatever before. Because I'm stacking the damage that I had from when he shocked me earlier. I have 6 out of 10, and I don't know what the difference between if I have like another thing.
Wouldn't you have recovered it while you were unconscious?
I have no idea.
No, so here's what happened. You had 6 points from before. That left you with 1 stamina. Then you took 8.
Oh, so the stamina goes first.
Yeah.
Stamina goes first.
Okay, so I had 1, and then I just take another, so I'm down, and I'm at minus. Like I've run out of stamina. I had 1, so there's 7 remaining.
Right. So you've taken a total of 14 points, but you have a total of 17. So you actually have a few hit points remaining. You have like
yeah, I actually only have 11 because I have 1 stamina left, which is gone, and then I have 10 hit points. So do I lose the remaining?
You now
7
lose
off that?
7. Yeah,
Right, so I have 3 hit points then.
Correct. Okay.
Okay.
Stamina you can recover with 10 minutes of rest. Hit points are actual deadly wounds that take.
Okay. So I have 3 hit points left.
Yep. Okay. So the so he does that to you. This chunks come flying out of your arm. That brings us to Dracus. You can
So I'm at this locked door, but at this point there's no panel that I can use to try to see if I can bypass it.
There is. Every door has a panel in it, so you can do
Okay.
a computers or an engineering check.
I'm just I have to get that panel down because what I don't want is to go back through that door and get chewed on again. So let me computers or engineering.
Yeah, either one, whichever you
Either one.
prefer.
Okay, I'll take computers.
Yeah, you
And-
override the door, it unlocks.
All right, cool. And then can I just finish my movement off by basically getting kind of where this door is?
And then you can open the door. And that's
and then okay, cool. I can't move through yet. I think that you got the door blocked.
yeah, and that brings us up to Boomer.
All right, I'm going to step forward so that I'm flanking here. So I get my bonus for flanking. And as I'm going, I'm drawing that Dashko and triggering it on. So those 3 blades just come out. And they are on fire. And I am just going to take a hack. And we'll
Excellent.
just see if this works better than shooting things.
Swing the flame toothbrush.
No. I mean, it's better in that I don't like almost blow my own face off, but
So you swing overhand with this. He catches it between the saws. There's like
oh no.
sparks and you're struggling back and forth, and you're not able to get into it. That brings us back to Wilson.
Can I do trick attack again?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do that. So I gotta make a stealth roll. I got 25 this time.
That enables you to do the trick attack.
All right. So it's the knife plus an extra, and it's not a full attack. It's just like a regular.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So I deal 8 with the knife, and then another 2 for the trick attack.
Okay.
It looks like, or maybe
Wait,
not.
was
Maybe-
No.
was that 8 to hit or 8 damage?
Oh no, it is 8 to hit. I don't know. Yeah, I
That's
rolled
8
another.
to
It rolled the
hit. Yeah,
8 to hit. Yeah. Do I get any bonus for doing the trick attack, or is it just flat against their normal kinetic armor class?
Let me refresh my memory. If you see the check, you deal it as, the target counts as flat-footed.
Not like an 8's gonna make any difference anyway.
Yeah. So
Okay, so it does. I don't do anything. I miss.
yeah, it gets caught in the rubber of his apron, like.
Okay.
And that brings us to Kingsley.
Can I use inspiring boost and still do another action?
Inspiring boost is a standard action. You could move after that.
Well, they're trying. I turn to Wilson, beaming up at her very encouragingly, and go, "That might have been an arm, but you are not a biological creature, and this will work. You can."
And these encouraging words affect you deeply, Wilson. So much
right.
so that you get how many points of stamina back? Let's double check. When you do that, inspiring boost, you give Wilson back. Here we go. Inspiring boost. One second here. Come on.
Yeah, hold on.
There we go. Inspiring.
Equal to twice your envoy level plus your charisma modifier.
That's
So-
fine for me.
2 plus whatever your charisma is, Cass.
Ish. What is my charisma?
The inability scores.
My charisma is 3, so 5 stamina points, I guess.
Yep. So you get 5 stamina points back.
Sweet.
I feel very inspired. Thank you.
Can I sneak around out of the door this time?
You could leave the doors. I don't know that you'd really be sneaking, but you could try.
No, I just want to get out of. I'm going.
Like, I'm out of here.
Bye, and I inch into the corridor.
Okay.
Or move. Yes.
Where you also see Dracus.
Hi.
Oh, the door is open. So.
The big
Are we
boy-
retreating? Are we retreating?
Big boy's looking left. He's looking right. He. Hang on, I'm gonna roll. That's gonna tell me who he goes for. Okay, so he's looking left. He's looking right. The blades suddenly spin up, and he jams them at the Vesk with the Doshko and tries to catch it around the neck.
That makes sense. Come at me, bro.
That gets us. I have clicked.
Is it waiting to find out if it's full attack?
Yep, I'm trying to find that. Should have shown up.
Do, 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 do,
Okay.
do, 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 do.
28.
28? That'll hit.
Rams it into your chest, pushes you back against the wall, and just starts slowly sinking the weight into your chest.
Oh, it's digging into my lizard meats. My
11
beautiful
points.
lizard meats.
11 points.
11 points. Good lord. Is this green one my combined stamina and oh wait, no. Hold on. That was 11 points. So
Yeah, red. I figured it out.
is it 13?
Red is your stamina, and then yeah.
Is it? I thought red was energy AC.
Yeah, the left and the
blue was
right are the
stomach
AC,
AC.
and the center is your it may just be your hit points, and it's supposed to be stamina plus hit points.
okay,
No,
so-
yeah, mine was 10, and then
Okay. So I was at 13 and I just took how many? 11?
11. Yeah.
Okay, so that takes out all of my stamina and 2 of my. Well, no, hold on. As I'm looking at my health on my sheet, I've got 9 stamina points and 13 hit points. So I shouldn't do anything in the little green thing. I should.
Okay. Go by the sheet.
Yeah, you can just replace it on your sheet.
Okay, great. That looks
And
good.
I'm gonna have Brian update the little green thing so that it's combined.
There we go.
All
And
right, so
it looks good. I mean, I'm covered in horrible blood spray. Horrible because it is my own blood spray, which is my least favorite kind of blood spray.
and that brings us to Wilson.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I've just got the one thing to do, so I'll just
Yeah.
keep doing the one
it's all
thing.
good.
You've got a +2 to hit because we're flanking. So
Okay. I got 21. My stealth.
That will not give you a trick attack.
Okay. I will make the regular survival knife attack. Which is an 8. I miss, even with the +2.
8 plus a 10. Yep. So again, it snags in the rubber of his apron. That brings us to Kingsley.
Just to clarify real quick, didn't Thrath the big boy? Didn't he go? That was his attack.
Did
against
I miss you? Did I miss you?
Boomer. I think so. Just to
Okay.
check. I
Go
think I'm
ahead.
at the bottom of the round.
The order in the
Go
turn order is not. It's not
correct.
accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just and I'm fine because I'm doing my thing too, which is just full attack with the tactical gun and totally missing everything on the planet forever. So 5 and 11.
Okay. So that's what happened last time.
Yeah. So we're just replicating processes. Continue.
Versus,
So,
No.
pap, pap, pap. Okay, and that brings us to Kingsley.
oh God. The situation is starting to look incredibly dire. I guess I'm still at the doors or next to Dracos right now. Are the doors open? Well, I assume they are because we're fine.
Yeah.
Yes, the doors are open.
Can I can I use my glue gun and my pistol at the same time?
The glue gun is actually like a tube. It's like a tube of toothpaste.
Oh,
It's actually a glue gun. And you
it's literally
Yeah, but you could shoot him. Or you could run up there with the bonding epoxy.
as the blades chew through my chest, I'm like, maybe the time up for talking is over.
Okay, do I use the grenade or do I use a
Oh
laser?
God.
The
Oh,
grenades
man.
maybe a little. I was thinking
Like
about
I
that
see
too.
you
but-
looking at
How
the
is-
grenade, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
No, don't, no, put it away.
How-
Put the grenade away. I'm standing right here. You'll kill us all. Put the grenade down.
The real
Yes,
question
but
is,
it's
how is her
also
charisma so high?
High charisma, low impulse control.
You could land the grenade here.
Where?
You'll still get Wilson.
Still get Wilson, yes.
What a fucking betrayal. Like, you're doing great. Be inspired. Here's a grenade. You're dead.
I didn't shoot you yet.
Typical organic betrayal.
Can someone clarify, please, what the multi-weapon fighting is, just for the hell of it?
You'll take 2 instead of taking -4. When you fire twice, you'll take -2.
All right. I guess we're down to just shooting. So I would like to fire my gun twice. And how do I do that in the app, actually?
You click on the weapon, and then it's going to ask you if you're doing a full attack. You say yes.
Full attack. Let's go.
What is going on?
People can't roll.
Oh God!
It's a horror game. We are being.
So I made some mistakes with the initiative order, so we're going to go right back to the beginning and say it's Boomer.
I guess maybe I'll just take 1 slash with my Dashko. No, fuck it. I'm gonna hack frantically, and I've got my +2 bonus, so from flanking.
There
we
go.
go. There we go. Finally.
Thank you. Welcome to the fight. Thank you, Boomer. Good job.
So that one lands. Oh my gosh.
20 damage.
20 damage.
Plus a wound.
And creates a wound, which is gonna bleed every round.
Yes.
He goes, oh, lay down and be meat.
Oh God, he's still up?
Oh yeah.
I don't
Wilson.
know.
But he's clearly staggering.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and surprise everybody, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a trick attack.
What?
I know. I just really want that D4 or to do anything.
No.
Nope. So it's just a regular old poke with the knife. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna probably miss.
Hey!
I get a 20.
Excellent.
22.
For a thick 2 damage.
In my mind, I picture you on his back, like hanging on to the.
I have 2 questions.
Him in the neck.
The survival knife, I deal D4 plus strength damage. Is there a weapon that deals dexterity damage, and why don't I have one?
Oh, wait a minute. Does he have weapon finesse?
I figure I'm a rogue. I'm a
Sure, it's
space
in.
rogue, right? So like, I'm just poking away with a strength weapon, and I'm kind of wondering, like, maybe I should be more effective than I think I am here.
Yeah, I think one of the weapons in the hall had that. Also, it's about being first level. That's part.
Yeah.
I just thought, okay, so the tactical dueling sword is a strength weapon. That's the one I thought was going to be the dexterity weapon, but that's fine.
Yeah,
okay.
I should double.
He takes 2 damage.
Okay. And that brings us to Kingsley.
So I swear I just asked this. I can do inspiring boost in an attack or no?
You can do an inspiring boost as a standard, so you can do it as a standard, and then you could move.
All right.
Or you could attack, but you can't inspire, boost, and attack at the same round.
Okay, that was what is Boomer's health at right now?
You don't have a way to tell that without getting over to him and checking with medicine.
Okay. Well, everyone else is doing.
I mean, or James could just tell you how many hit points he has left.
There's always that.
Yeah, I am bleeding heavily. Let's put it that way. There is terrible things spraying from inside my armor.
Lizard guts everywhere.
It's not good.
The gun, clearly a bad idea. Talking to Big Boy, not happening anymore. I look over very hopefully. It worked with Wilson, and I'm like, it's just a flesh wound.
I believe it.
Only a flesh wound. Okay. And we said 5 points, right? 5 points.
Yeah, 5 back to my stamina. Whew. Okay.
Big boy raises his double saw blades and looks at his 2 pile of walking meat that won't behave. And I think that's when we should take a break.
Yeah, you want to go break there? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering how much longer we were going to be hacking away at this dude. So cool. All right.
Oh,
Well, we'll take a breather and we'll come back and I will attempt to land a trick attack. It'll fucking happen. It'll happen. I believe in myself. Everybody else
It's
doing a
a
great
fun
job.
record.
Boomer, keep it up. Keep it up. All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Excellent.